Our destination was the Galapagos Islands, but flying into Quito, Ecuador at 9,000 feet, rimmed by 4 active volcanoes in the high Andes, was adventure in itself. Seeming to rise from downtown, Cotopaxi volcano was on good behavior. Our guide Carlos took us on a tour of the city. This cosmopolitan city of nearly 2 million is perched on hills and spread across deep valleys painted with colonial architecture, punctuated by modern high-rise. We toured the historic city center to walk beneath the towering basilica and stroll their Independence Plaza amidst peaceful demonstrators before entering the gold-leaf gilded Church of the Society of Jesus. In San Francisco Square, playful dogs are allowed to just be dogs. We enjoyed a heartwarming performance by the Cinemune Disabled Children's Orchestra, whose members are physically or mentally challenged. Flying out of Quito, we changed planes in Guayaquil and flew on to the Galapagos, some 600 miles off the coast straddling the equator. Landing at the airport on Baltra, a small desert-topped island, we boarded a ferry for the several hundred-yard passage to Santa Cruz and a bus ride across the island to meet our boat in Puerto Ayora. We found the Tip-Top 2 in tip-top shape awaiting us. Their engine room was my favorite compartment, followed by their spotless galley. We toured the Darwin research station and immediately appreciated the revelations that struck Darwin. Though Darwin in 1835 spent only 5 weeks in the Galapagos, his experiences defined the rest of his life and presented to the rest of us a reality that too many still retreat from after 180 years. Marine iguanas and tortoises are the icons for these islands, but it was the finch that triggered Darwin's mind. Before returning to the Tip-Top 2, we visited the local fish market, where you literally have to get in line behind the sea lions and pelicans. We traveled at night from one anchorage to another, thus preserving our days for exploration. These islands were born out of volcanism only 4 or 5 million years ago. A hot spot in the underlying Nazca tectonic plate is the source of the lava building the islands. As the plate moves to the southeast over the hot spot, younger islands are to the northwest and older islands to the southeast. On Santa Fe Island, we hiked among a colony of sea lions and snorkeled with their pups. When warm El Niño currents move the fish the sea lions rely on far from shore, nursing sea lion pups may suffer dehydration and succumb. During El Niño, the warmer waters retard or kill off the green algae, leaving only toxic brown algae for the marine iguanas to eat. We made a short stop on Plaza Island to snorkel with the sea lions. Overhead, frigate birds and flamingos gave us flybys. On the island of Chinese Hat off Isla Santiago, we hiked the rugged volcanic shoreline and found the Galapagos penguin frolicking off a quiet beach. Pushing the chain pile. On Isla Rabida, the lavas are rich in iron, thus the deep red color. Albino sea lions are rare, and it's unusual for one to live this long and reach this size. On the west side of Santa Cruz Island, we explored the mangrove habitat in search of the blue-footed booby. It was time to say goodbye to Tip Top 2 and head up into the cloud-draped highlands of Santa Cruz in search of giant tortoises.
Look up and smile.
Like a turtle.
Giant tortoises love the cool, forested, and grassy highlands. Lava tubes explain how rivers of molten lava helped create this shield volcanic island. Locally produced rum is a family affair, not for the faint of heart or weak of stomach.
Don, I say that happy hour has officially begun.
Well, we're definitely going to be happier by the hour.
No flavor.
2, 1. Yeah, that's pretty strong stuff. Our accommodations were at an eco-tourist lodge nestled in the natural flora of the highlands. The nearby El Garapatero beach was world-class, but sadly, it was time to head up island to catch our flight back to Quito. In Quito, We were told not to miss the open-air market. The colorful cornucopia of fruits and vegetables was a sight to behold. The presentation of meats was another matter. It's never too late to become a vegetarian. We visited the monument built over the equator and received the lesson on the Coriolis.
Look at those lips. No spinning, no rotation.
Wow.
Yes, it was on the line. Look the lips. It's clockwise since it's in the southern hemisphere. Okay, now we're going to the northern. Okay, it's time to go home. Yes, typhoons, hurricanes, we are the same thing. We are in the same direction. This way.
Counterclockwise, see?
Counterclockwise. Wow. That's why different names. Interesting, yes?
Yeah,
thank you.
I don't have this much
Remember, if you break it, you bought it.
After a farewell dinner at a cultural museum, it was time to catch our flight home. Once again, we are grateful for the gifts we have received from Ecuador and the Galapagos.